All right, here we go. All right, this is going to be a great show today, guys. We have the driving creative force of the Charlotte Checkers hockey team.
Yes.
It's so awesome you guys are here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Let's introduce everybody. We have Jason Atkins, who actually is best known as
Greasy Keys.
Greasy Keys.
Organist.
There he is. Yeah, not only organist for the Checkers, but for the Charlotte Knights.
Charlotte Knights baseball, and then Kannapolis Cannonballers baseball team as well. So
Yeah, awesome.
year round.
And then we have Zach Harvey. He is the creative services director. Do I have that right?
Sure. Yeah, that works.
And you and your team are responsible for run of show, anything creative that goes on the video board, just all the fun, anything that's pre-produced, all the fun stuff is up to you guys, right?
Yeah. It's the best job. It's got to be one of the best jobs. Maybe second to this guy. I'm not sure why I'm sitting next to him. I'm honored, but this guy has all the creative power.
No, he's the one that tells everybody to go. So that's
Well, you're directing, man. You're directing. You're directing
right.
that part of it, but you're also doing creative ideas for any of that fun stuff that anyone's doing. Your team is doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And all the way isolated, all the way to Zach's left is the voice of the Charlotte Checkers, TJ Shalat, also the host of Chillin' with Shalat, his own podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, TJ.
I think I have the best job, so get in line. I mean, that's kind of, when you're talking about three guys that really enjoy what they do for a living, it's I think we could end up having a duel to the death here about whose job's better.
I enjoy my job more than you.
Have you guys always, I don't want this to be an interview, but I'm just going to get it started with some hockey stuff here. You guys have all been into hockey. Well, I think you're mainly just music, right?
Yeah, but I've dug into hockey over the past 7 or 8 years, and I feel like I would never say I'm getting a grasp on it, but I've really enjoyed it. Getting to know some of the players and then follow them all along into their NHL careers and so forth. So that part has been a lot of fun for me, coming in from not the sports side but from the creative music side. So
I've got some a dive bar cocktail here for you guys. I'm going to take this little one. Actually, might be more than that, but in honor.
Is that why you want it?
Yeah, I already had one. I had one. I almost said this morning. I had one before you guys got here.
You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
So here, let's do this. I'm going to call this shot on goal in honor of hockey. We're going to talk about some hockey stuff here, guys. Actually, I don't think I would do the whole. Just take a sip, see if you like it, because I know when I took it before you guys got here, it gave a little bit of heartburn. Let's see what you think.
All right, so you got pineapple.
If you can guess it.
It's like
a royal flush to me.
It's like licorice almost.
Licorice. Do you have Sambuca in there?
No.
Licorice.
It's a little Jägermeister.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the licorice. Okay.
Well, the Jaeger has been like traditionally the hockey shot. I think the NHL has a deal with the Jaeger, so
nice.
Jägermeister is really good.
It worked out pretty good.
That was good
for all of us. Then.
It's very good.
Was there Jaeger? Was there pineapple in that?
Peach.
No, I'm going to say peach.
So anytime we're hanging out, there will be no peppermint or peach schnapps around. Unless,
Guaranteed.
if it's in a shot on goal like that, that was good.
I think that's a good name for that.
I do too. I think that's
that's
good.
That's all the people that tailgate. That's all they drink.
Schnapps?
Schnapps?
It's a lot of
Is
schnapps.
a tailgating drink?
At Checkers games.
Do people tailgate the Checkers game?
Oh, absolutely.
What are our
They
fans
do?
doing?
Yeah, that's something I'm really looking forward to this year. Is just kind of going out
Really?
and just hanging out with some folks.
I was able to make it out there a couple times last season, and they would always offer shots and stuff. But I'm just like, nah, guys, I can't. I can't do it. I'm about to go.
Well, it's right there in the main parking lot, right in the front of the entrance,
Yeah.
or in the other. Okay, yeah, right there.
I'm sure if you could probably find some in the other one, but that's usually the overflow parking. So you're too late if you're getting into the overflow. It's too late.
Yeah. They're like, here's a shot of Fireball or something. Yeah, they do a lot of Fireball, but they were, pushing that on me. But I'm like, I'm about to go lead a script meeting. Even one shot will probably knock me off because I don't really eat on game days either. So I'm going in on empty stomachs usually. I just don't have time so it's like one shot of Fireball. That script meeting's probably a lot of fun.
There was a little movie called Slapshot. Okay.
They shot a lot of it in Syracuse at the barn that the Crunch play in, and they also shot it in Johnstown too.
PA.
So they did a lot. I think they did a lot of the hockey scenes in Syracuse, but a lot of the rink and fan scenes were kind of done in Johnstown.
So it's a loaded question to say best hockey movie, but for the time of the 70s, for the time, the great story. Back then, movies, 70s, 80s, movies were an hour and a half long. That's it. Yep. They didn't have to be 3 hours long. They were an hour and a half long.
Yep.
That's a great fucking movie. Great character development, great story about an owner trying to move a team, like, and passion for a coach, bringing in the fucking
Hanson
brothers. Oh my God, dude.
You guys are Hansons.
I have strong opinions about Slapshot because I saw it for the first time before I was ever working in hockey. I thought it was a great movie. I still to this day think it's a great movie. But I had a different view of it when I watched it after working in hockey. In the first 5 minutes, there's that scene where they're doing the fashion show.
Nowhere in my contract does it say I gotta make a fool out of myself.
And the guy's on the phone with the owner, and he's like, I'm sick and tired of you scheduling this bullshit stuff. I swear to God, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to rip open this robe, and I swear to God, I'm sick and tired of it.
I yank it out. Everybody in that audience, with the exception of my wife, is going to be running for the exits.
And then you just see the guy walk off a screen, and then you hear all these women yell. And I just, after working in sports, I go, that is incredibly relatable because that is absolutely something that hockey players would do. And when they get to that boiling point, like I've seen guys in the lower levels of like single A hockey, stuff like that. Not exactly that, you know, not showing people, but I've heard of like different things that they would do and team bonding events. I'm like, that is so accurate. The movie itself is all over the place,
sure, entertainment, right?
But it's so accurate.
But if you just look at the storytelling of it, just the filmmaking of it, that could have been any, like, hockey's just the world that it's in.
That's right.
The actual storyline of people being not told what's really going on, the behind the scenes of like a bigger corporate entities doing stuff. But no, you just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about it. We got it. For that time, you know, being made, it was a great story because you kind of felt for all those players. You felt for Paul Newman. And then bringing in the brothers, and then to this day, that's still a meme, and that's still a thing. And
absolutely, musically, I get requests for "Lady of Spain."
Really,
all the time, and so I learned it. I played "Lady of Spain." If I ever get called for Zambonis during Zambonis, I will play "Lady of Spain." And then there's the other song. I can't remember what it's called, but it's "All Right and It's Coming On." I gotta get right. So those two songs just carry straight from Slapshot and have become part of hockey, you know, world.
Like what year was that? What year was Slapshot? 74?
I was gonna say 74, but then I started thinking maybe it might be more like 77, 78.
Yeah,
maybe 76,
right,
77.
Yeah,
because right around 78 you start getting into like, all right, 77 you got like Jaws 75, right? 76, then 70, then you got Star Wars. Right around 80, things started to look better. Like Indiana Jones, Empire Strikes Back. It looked like Slapshot looks like it's made in the mid 70s.
Yeah, right.
Well,
73, you know.
Whether it was made in the mid 70s just because that was the style, I would imagine it also had to do a lot with budget. I don't think
that's a pretty low budget thing. Yeah, because even the crowd scenes, there's like 5 people.
But
the organ scene. What about the organ?
Exactly.
The organist
gets hit with the puck, right?
It has the helmet. Yeah, it's like many times I thought about, I need to find one of those old helmets just to wear sometimes for that.
It's so relatable.
It's,
I mean, the whole
iconic.
Trade me right now, like that whole scene where there's like 15 guys in a hotel room just playing cards and dice and betting. I've seen that 100 times. It's so accurate. It's what they do to pass the time when you're being paid, you know, peanuts like they were. You know, when you're in those low levels, that's what you're getting. You know, you're doing it for the love of the game, and it's so accurate. It's such a good movie.
Sports movies, man, that's a great one.
It's up there.